Sleep is one of the essential things in the life of each one of us, to the point that on average, a person spends a third of his life sleeping. For example, a 75-year-old person sleeps for about 25 years. According to scientific studies and research, the correct number of hours of sleep for an adult is from 6 to 8 hours per day. This rate is what enables a person to maintain an active immune system and increases his ability to concentrate, strengthen his memory, clarity of thinking, and his ability to absorb the information he receives throughout the day. A group of researchers in Britain and Italy analyzed data from 16 separate studies conducted over 25 years. They concluded that people who sleep less than 6 hours a day are 12% more likely to die, and people who sleep more than 9 hours a day are 30% more likely to die. If we shed light on the stages that a person goes through if he stops sleeping, we will find that unexpectedly, after the first day he spends without sleep, he will start to feel some additional energy in the body, along with some joy and positivity, which is considered a strange thing that you would expect to happen with a lack of sleep. But the body in this stage increases the secretion of dopamine, which plays a major role in a person's feeling of happiness and pleasure. But despite reaching this stage, if you follow it quickly and extremely badly, by the end of the day, the state of joy and positivity will evaporate, and the person will enter a completely new stage. At this time, the body will gradually begin to stop the work of the brain areas responsible for planning and evaluating decisions, and this will lead to aggressive behavior and irresponsible decisions from time to time. Once fatigue begins to take hold of a person, his reactions will begin to be much slower, and he will face a decrease in perception rates and weakness in cognitive functions. This means, simply put, his comprehension of the simplest things around him will decrease significantly. After 2 days, some important bodily functions in the body will also begin to stop working. In this stage, energy will be very limited and will be quickly depleted with any simple task that a person does. What is worse than that is that the immune system will not be working effectively, which means that in this stage, it will be very easy for a person to contract diseases. The next day, a person will live an experience different from all the previous ones. He will enter a stage of hallucinations, and his dreams may become intertwined with the surrounding reality, because the higher self will then face difficulty in wrestling with sleep and trying to absorb the data of the real world, something like sleep paralysis, which is whether I am really awake or I am sleeping, and all of this is just a dream. By the end of the third day, a person will simply be out of service in terms of dealing with people. And the longest period scientifically recorded for a group of people who remained awake without any sleep was 246 full hours, or 11 days, after which their body completely stopped working and they lost consciousness. Thus, we answered today the question, what if you abstain from sleep? But that's it. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and support us cheerfully, otherwise you won't sleep.